Alright, so this game, it looks like you protect KDA and lose. You're facing a Jace. Well, first things first is I want you to tell me. Wait, are you mid? No, you're top. Tell me where you're getting. Tell me where you're getting the corrupting pot start from, first and foremost. That's my initial concern. Does he go corrupting pot into Jace? Because I don't like it. KWP, thank you so much for the sub. Basically, what I'm thinking, alright, so you've seen me playing the Smurf account or whatever, GP. I would strongly recommend getting away from doing Klepto versus Jace. My logic being is that if you go Klepto versus Jace, we don't get to abuse Jace, and you see me running Ignite in pretty much all of my games and having pretty good success with it. I think that you should just, if you're a fucking GP spammer, one trick guy, I think you need to start considering the possibility of just winning your like playing to win lanes. So you could probably still get away with corrupting pot, but I'd rather you go Airy or Comet, similar to my page. The only time that you can justify to me that this is not the time to go Klepto. You don't go Klepto into Jace, okay? Either you're gonna go Grasp or you're gonna go like a more aggro line of like an Airy Ignite or Comet Ignite type of thing. I think Airy's... Actually, Comet might be okay versus Jace. What the fuck? Oh, unlucky. Unlucky Jace. Your ult's kind of bad in that you're not moving Jace the way that you want to move him. I'll back up and show you. I know what you're thinking. Ult needs to go like here, basically. Ult needs to go like there. Watch where you put it. You see how it's like you want him to have to walk through the thing. Like, so even if you miss him with the initial drop, he's gonna have to path towards you and you have stopwatch. So you don't want him being able to get away from this gank. Obviously, the gank's still secured anyways. Saying to make it a little easier for your jungler. You need to push out things. A lot of this game is you wasting time, not really pressuring much here. Push this out. You have Triforce. You're gonna have to move people to you too sometimes. But if you just leave the lane like this, it's never gonna get pushed. See, it's just gonna come back to you. You could have shoved that with a barrel. Keep the lanes moving. Keep the pressure off of you. See, right there, you were allowed to push out, and then you could have camped a brush or something, maybe look for a kill opportunity. Instead, you ran from the bottom of the map, didn't push this, so now the wave's stuck here. There's nobody gonna move to bottom now, so you can't find any plays. That ult needs to come a lot sooner, not after they've smacked on the tower. The ult needs to land now. Like, now ult goes here. It's a bad circle, but here. Ult lands, okay? And then you set the barrel up behind the tower, and you get ready to try to pick somebody off. You don't put it in the front of the tower, your ult's here, and then that way you can set the barrel up, and then protect yourself from an all-in while having threat onto the Jhin or the Jace or whoever. See, this wave should have been cleared, and they're all taking damage to your ult, which I don't know where you're at with coins, but yeah, if you have upgraded the ult to the second tier or whatever, this should have already happened. I like the triple barrel. I don't like the TP though. Well, let's look at the situation. Here, tier 2 is gone. You TP in, the fight and the objectives are already gone. Like, yeah, you killed the Jhin or whatever. I would rather you get the wave all the way in and then sack this tower and defend here. The other side of this TP is that you didn't do a TP that was, like, flanky enough. Look where you decide to TP. Why are you TPing here? Why not TP in a flank position? Because you're the most fed person in the room, and you can TP. You can TP even here. If that word probably no, I don't think you TP to that. But you can TP even here and then hit the plant and get behind people. I mean, you're gonna have to take a stand anyways. If you're gonna do this, you're gonna commit to it hard and just fucking go ham on it. And by that I mean, we need to get behind the enemy team, land a barrel, and then that way we can, you also need to remember that it's a lot easier to secure kills when you're coming in from a flank position because you can see where people are splitting off to, and you can also judge the fight. If the fight's going shitty, you don't have to commit, and then you can back and then just do what I wanted you to do after pushing, which, you know, you took the teleport, you took it, whatever. But this way you don't get in this spot where it's like, oh god, look how far you had to run. You have to hit a fucking max range triple barrel in order for this kill to go through, when in reality you don't even need to use flash to get this kill. And quite possibly you could wind up killing more people. Oh no, that plant. You would have killed Ezreal if you planted back over. Sorry about the sneezing. You needed to plant over here and then get in this bush and help your teammate there. Same thing before with your ult. Wherever, if you want to slow somebody when they're going to run away, always put the ult under them. Just try to hit them with just the tip of the ult and then try to predict where they're going to go. In this case, you really want to be aiming like here with the ult so that he has to go this way. In which case you'll have an easier time barreling him potentially. Let's play. Mr. Vayne. I mean, it's not all hate though. It's not all hate. Like I've been saying, you've seen me struggle in some of the games that I'm smurfing on. Like sometimes you're gonna get games like these where teammates are crap. I would basically adjust the way you play the game for the early game, because you're playing for like this farm up, scale up style. Even when you got the lead, you went for more of a like passive, I'm not gonna challenge this guy play style. That's why I always recommend the double Doran's tabbies type stuff. That's why you see me just pushing lanes in and bullying people under tower and drawing jungle pressure. Again, it's all about whether or not people are going to waste time coming to you or going to your bot lane. In this particular instance, Cho'Gath won mid, and it looks like Trundle did a lot to win bot lane, mostly by diving bot lane and beating up your bot lane guys even harder than they're already getting beat up. So just keep in mind that you are in gold. You are better than the people you are facing. If you think that you're not, then you're going to play like it, and then that's what's going to happen here, where, in my opinion, when I looked at this lane phase, when I looked at this lane phase, I immediately saw a Jace who was outclassed. You were getting harass on him, and he wasn't landing Qs on you. And you're not pushing for level 2, by the way, which is an error. See how you're not pushing the wave at all? You are letting this game play in a pace that I don't think is necessary here. Okay? You're not... And by the way, I'm structuring this to you in a way because you're playing Gangplank only. So, like, notice where your first barrel is. Have you ever, in my games, watching me play on stream, have you ever seen me do defensive barrels in lane? In a gold game. Like, level 2. Where are my barrels? When you just go through any of my replays in the past, like, 3 days, where are my barrels at? At level 2. If I'm you and that Jace is just a random Jace. My barrel is, like, fucking here. Right? Look where your barrel was. At level 2. Look where your lane is at level 2. Versus somebody, you didn't auto-attack the creeps to fight for it at all. It's just too passive. Step it up. Play like you own the lane. Don't play to farm up. I mean, I get it. You can farm up and carry, and, you know, that's an option. But, GP's actually pretty strong as a lane right now, so take advantage of it. You can drop the teleport or not. Just my assessment of it, based on my gameplay, is I've even gone as far as to switch to Ignite on my higher elo accounts for GP. Because I just don't see... I see no reason not to right now. I don't see a reason not to. I think it's pretty good right now. So... that's all I have to say. I mean, it's obviously a very unlucky game. Be cognizant of where the hell you're putting your ults, because you wasted them a lot. Also, your build path, trying to hit a Triforce spike is cool. I understand that. That's perfectly acceptable. I just want you to look at the game through a different lens. And the last thing I'm going to say about this replay is look very closely at that spot we talked about where bot lane rotated to you and you got chunked out, but you didn't reset with teleport. The faster, notice as soon as the top tower fell, everything fell around you, right? That's why I say, keep that fucking tower up at all costs. Even if, you know, what winds up happening is you let the Jhin push into you when they've rotated so that you can just wave clear and then use your ult to wave clear again and try to force them to dive you when you have your stopwatch. Like, anything to keep the tower up and keep objectives rolling in a losing game. Because the other thing you gotta remember is if a team rotates to you and is unable to kill you on a dive, if they can't kill you on a dive, your team will catch back up elsewhere on the map. Pretty much organically. But we didn't really hold the tower up as long as I would have liked. So those are my thoughts. I hope it helps you. Sorry about this game. It looks pretty shitty. But you've seen it on my stream too. It can happen to anybody. So I hope this helps, brother. Alright? YouTube, what up? It's NEACE, No Bullshit Gamer. Hope you like the coaching, like, subscribe, etc. I am out. I love you, and I'll see you for the next one. Alright? Peace. Cracks. Thank you so much.